Hello, I'm Miss Teresa from the DeKalb Public Library, and in conjunction with DeKalb County Basics, we're celebrating the Week of the Young Child by reading some of our favorite stories. If you come to the library to see many of our thousands of books on everything under the sun, outer space, undersea, dinosaurs, whatever you like, you can also pick up a bookmark put out by DeKalb County Basics that lists some of the basics, and you can also go to their website, which will be listed at the end of this story time. Today, with my story, I'm going to be doing the reading and discussing on the bottom, but also a little bit of the talk and point. And my story, one of my absolute favorite stories, is about a dog, Bark George by Jules Feiffer. And Jules Feiffer is not just the author, he's also the illustrator. He drew all the pictures in addition to writing what I think is a really funny story. This story stars George. He's the little tan puppy. And then here is George's mother, and as you can see, she's wearing a bandana around her neck. And you can see it's a color. Do you know what color that is? Is it green? Is it yellow? No, it's red. Anyone who said red, you are correct. It is a red bandana, and that's how you know George's mother. So George's mother said, "Bark, George." And George went, "Meow, meow." Oh, is that what a dog is supposed to say? "No, George," said George's mother. "Dogs go arf, cats go meow. Now bark, George." And George went, "Quack, quack, quack, quack." Oh, is that correct? I don't think so. And neither does George's mom. "No, George," said George's mother. "Ducks go quack, dogs go arf. Now bark, George." And George went, oink, oink, oink. Oh no, look at Mom's face. Look at the expression. And she says, "No, George. Pigs go oink, dogs go arf. Now bark again, George." And George went, "Moo." So George's mother took George to the vet. That's the animal doctor. "We'll soon get to the bottom of this. Now bark, George." And George went, "Meow." Look at Mama. Is she happy? What kind of expression does she have on her face? She's very sad. But the vet reached deep down inside of George, and he pulled out a cat. "Bark again, George." And George went, quack, 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 quack. So the vet reached deep, deep down inside of George, and he pulled out, what do you see? It's a duck. "Bark again, George." And George went, wink, wink, oink, oink. So the vet reached deep, deep, deep down inside of George, and he pulled out, look at that pig. It's as big as George is. It might even be a little bit bigger than George is. "Bark again, George." And George went, moo. So the vet put on his longest latex glove, and he reached deep, 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 deep down inside of George. And he pulled out. Can you see what that is? What says moo? It's a cow, and it is bigger than George. Look at George's mom. Oh my goodness. But at least it's no longer inside of George. George won't be saying moo anymore. "Bark again, George." And George went, arf, arf. Oh, George's mother is so happy. Look, she and the vet are jumping for joy. George's mother, in fact, she was so thrilled that she kissed the vet. And then she kissed the cat and the duck and the pig and the cow. big, wet, slobbery doggy kisses. And on the way home, she was so thrilled. She wanted to show George off to everybody on the street. Look at all those people. And she says, "Bark, George." And George said, "Hello? Uh-oh. What do you think is inside of George now?" This is a great story. I hope you'll come to the library and borrow it or some of our other great stories. And have a happy Week of the Young Child.